Welcome back to the classroom, where we don't just talk about careers, we talk about the truth behind building number one. I'm Andrea, MsKnowledge, and today we're talking about something that I wish someone had told me years ago. Stop waiting for your job to recognize your value, period. That title alone might make some people uncomfortable, because most of us are taught that if we work hard enough, stay loyal, show up every single day, and do more than what's expected, eventually someone will notice. I believe that. Like I did. I lived it, preached it. But life in corporate America taught me something entirely different. Today, I want to help you stop waiting for permission and start taking ownership of your career. Okay, who's ready for the hard truth? Raise your hand. Keep it up there. Hard work is important. Integrity definitely matters. Character matters. Showing up matters. But put your hand down. Go and put your hand down. Hard work by itself does not guarantee recognition. It does not guarantee a promotion. It does not guarantee a raise. It does not even guarantee job security. Sometimes we think if we just keep our heads down and keep producing, everything will work itself out. Unfortunately, that's not always how organizations work. Sometimes visibility matters, relationships matter, timing matters, leadership matters, and sometimes politics matter. That's why your career has to be managed intentionally, not emotionally. This is going to hurt, but recognition isn't always fair. Let's just tell the truth about it. Sometimes incredible employees are overlooked. Sometimes less qualified people get promoted. Sometimes bias exists. Sometimes leaders simply don't see what you're contributing. And sometimes companies change directions. Oh, one more. Sometimes you're working for someone who doesn't know how to develop people. Let that one sink in. None of those things automatically mean you aren't valuable. Don't confuse being overlooked with being unqualified. Those are two completely different things. Trust. At the end of the day, you have to know your own value. Not because someone gave you a compliment, not because someone finally recognized you, because you've taken the time to understand what you bring to every room you enter. What problems do you solve? What skills do you have? What results have you created? When you know your value, rejection hurts less. Delays don't define you, and you stop depending on someone else's approval to feel confident. Do I need to say that again? Because I feel like I do. Let me say that one more time. You need to stop depending on someone else's approval to feel confident. I felt like that time I was really just, saying it to myself. But that's okay. Document your wins. I cannot stress this enough. Most professionals wait until they're updating their resume to remember everything they've done. I had a leader one time, he put in our calendars every 2 weeks for us to go in and document any accomplishments that we have. And when I tell you that works amazingly, especially when you're doing your PMPs or whatever your type of evaluations may be, this works because most professionals, they don't remember. So don't be like that. Keep a running list. Projects, awards, compliments, revenue, money saved, problem solved, customer testimonials, leadership opportunities. And I'm going to tell you something. They love numbers in interviews. Numbers. If you can say, due to, let me see, a project, and I'm off topic totally, but let's say that you have a project that you were asked to do. You were asked to shave off 10 seconds of average handle time. Let's just do that. You were able to put together a process that was able to shave off 11 seconds. We could say 9 seconds. Do you know how much money you just saved that organization? Use those numbers. Write these things down. They seem small, but they're not. They show how you critically think. They show how you actually moved that. So when interview time comes up, you shouldn't be trying to remember your accomplishments. What did I do? Oh, I started my job when? When did I get promoted here? No matter how big, no matter how small, you should be tracking every accomplishment. You should already have them written down. That should be the easiest part of getting ready for your interview. Visibility, it matters. Now, let me be clear. Visibility isn't bragging. Visibility isn't arrogance. Visibility simply means making sure your work can actually be seen. You notice how I said making sure your work, because I know, especially in the corporate life, visibility, be on camera all the time, or make sure you're walking around the office. Now there is such thing as engagement, but I don't put that under visibility. Visibility is my work, not my schmoozing. Let's be clear. Speak up in meetings, volunteer for projects, share ideas, help solve problems, build relationships with people outside of your department. That is very helpful and useful for not only you, but for them as well. The more people who understand your value, the more opportunities naturally begin to find you. Never stop investing in yourself. The best investment you'll ever make isn't the stock market. It ain't real estate, it's you. Read books, take classes, earn certifications, develop leadership skills, learn technology, including AI, strengthen communication, because every new skill increases your value whether your current employer recognizes it or not. Understand that. Another great piece of advice that I can give you is never let one job define who you are. Jobs end, companies will restructure, managers retire, businesses merge, life changes, but your knowledge stays, your character stays, Your integrity stays, your experience stays. Never build your identity around one employer. Build it around the person that you are becoming. Okay, I don't get personal a lot on here, but I'm going to this. I want to share something. There was a season in my life when I believed if I worked hard enough, everything would eventually work out. I poured everything into my career. I gave my best. I took the feedback. Even when I didn't like it, I took it. I applied it. I changed things that didn't need to be changed. I gave my best. I stayed committed. But you know what eventually happened? I realized something. Not no company should have that kind of power to decide my worth. Once that realization clicked in, everything changed for me. Instead of waiting for someone else to recognize my value, I started building my own. Before you know it, I started writing a book. I finished it, published it. I did. Then I started a business. I sure did. I launched Career Elevation and did. I created Root Authority, sure did. And I built MsKnowledge Official. And baby, she blowing up. I stopped waiting for opportunities. I started creating them. And that's exactly what I want for you. There will be people that will support you loudly. There will be people who will support you quietly. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you are true to yourself. Authenticity is everything. So here's your challenge this week. I don't want you to just watch this video. I want you to do something. Write down 5 accomplishments you're proud of, update your resume, refresh your LinkedIn profile, reach out to someone in your professional network, take one class. And you know what? If you're in the corporate world, take Six Sigma. The white belt is free. Read a chapter in a book. One of my favorite books was, I think it was called Frog or something like that. And it, it was about taking the worst thing that you don't want to do. For instance, you may have a colleague that you're meeting with, and this colleague gives you the blues. So you push this coaching all the way out to the end of the week. Don't do that. Handle your frogs early in the week. When you're full of energy, handle them early in the week and be done with them. But anyway, if there's an opportunity out there that you want to apply for, do it. Momentum doesn't come from thinking. Momentum comes from action. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. The truth is, you already have more inside of you than you probably realize. You've survived difficult managers, you've survived disappointments, you've survived setbacks, you've survived seasons where nobody clapped for you, but you're still here. So stop waiting for someone else to tell you you're valuable. Just know it, build on it, protect it, and keep growing. If today's workplace truth encouraged you, I would love for you to subscribe to the classroom here on YouTube. Share this lesson with another professional who may need to hear it. And if you're ready to take your career to the next level, visit www.missknowledgeofficial.net to learn more about my career elevation services. Remember, your career belongs to you. Until next Wednesday, keep breaking chains, keep building knowledge, and creating change season, baby. I will talk to you in the next lesson. Ta-ta.